For decades, plus-size travelers have learned how to navigate air travel quietly, booking aisle seats, flying during off-peak hours, bracing for side eyes, and hoping for compassion, flexibility, and dignity. But beginning in 2026, those strategies may no longer be enough. A major shift in airline seating policies, sparked by changes at Southwest Airlines, has reignited a national conversation about body size, accessibility, and the true cost of mobility for plus size people. For more than 20 years, Southwest's customers of size policy offered a measure of relief. Passengers who encroached on a neighboring seat could book an extra seat and receive a refund after travel, so long as certain conditions were met. Armrests were considered the clear boundary between seats, and travelers could work with gates agents if they hadn't booked in advance. That policy ends January 27, 2026. Under the new rules, plus size travelers must purchase two seats up front. Refunds are only issued if the flight does not sell out. There are fewer protections when flights are full, and travelers are discouraged from last minute rebooking at the airport. Seatbelt extensions may still be available, but advocates say the emotional and financial burden has shifted squarely onto the passenger. As a travel writer and advocate, Jeff Jenkins of Chubby Diaries has noted this feels less like progress and more like a quiet rollback of inclusion. So, what about other airlines? Across the U.S., airline industry policies vary, but the outcome is often the same. United Airlines typically requires a second seat at full fare. Spirit and Frontier enforce armrest-based policies that mandate an extra ticket. American Airlines advises purchasing a second seat but does not guarantee adjacency. Alaska Airlines may refund the second seat if one remains empty after boarding. Allegiant Air goes further, requiring an additional ticket and, in sold out situations, potentially denying boarding altogether. Across the industry, one theme is consistent. The financial responsibility rests with the plus size traveler, even as aircraft seats continue to shrink. And these policies don't just affect vacations. For professionals who travel for work, airfare costs may now double without reimbursement from employers. That can limit career growth, conference access, and job mobility. For families, especially during the holidays, the impact is deeply personal. Travel may now require more planning, more disclosure, bigger budgets, and constant anxiety about sold out flights or public scrutiny at the gate. For many people, air travel is not a luxury. It's how we show up for family, how we access opportunity, how we rest, how we grieve, how we live. Airlines often frame these policies around safety and clear boundaries, pointing to armrests as the defining line between seats. But what's missing from the conversation? There's little transparency about shrinking seat widths, little acknowledgement that bodies are diverse, not defective, little shared responsibility between airlines and passengers, and very little commitment to dignity without financial penalty. At Phatabulous, we believe access should never be size exclusive. As airlines rethink seating assignments, fare classes, and aircraft layouts, plus size travelers deserve a seat at the table without having to buy two to get there. And now we want to hear from you. Have these policies changed how you travel for work, holidays, or family emergencies? Could you avoid certain airlines altogether? And what would fair, inclusive air travel actually look like? Email us at phatabulous magazine@gmail.com or share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters, and so does your comfort. I also want to encourage you to take part in a short survey regarding flying while fat, and I'm going to drop the link in the description box. Please feel free to share your thoughts. Peace.